Hi, I'm Kim Eldridge from New Frontier Books, and welcome to this video. I help authors, speakers, coaches, and entrepreneurs to finally be able to write their books. But you know what? I realized that I wasn't able to be super efficient because I was eating like crap. I didn't know what I was supposed to be eating. Enter the fabulous Kristen Nolan. One of the things that Kristen has really turned me onto are beets, roasted beets. Now, if you're like me, you see these things at the grocery store, at the farmer's market, and you're like, what the heck do I do with this, right? So, I wanted to shoot you a quick little video to introduce you to one of my all-time favorite foods that Kristen introduced me to. So the first thing you want to do is when you get your beet, you need to wash it, because let's face it, this thing was in the dirt. Then, you want to cut off the fuzzy part, and if it still has greens, cut that off too. Now you don't have to, but the nice thing is after you cook them, then you'll peel them. It makes life easier. And you also want to cut off the tail of the beet, right here, using a really sharp knife. Now remember, beets stain, so you want to make sure that you're wearing an apron, cover some surfaces, yada yada. Then, once you have your washed, cut beet, you wrap it up in tinfoil. It's that easy. Now, I'm all about being easy, so I end up cooking my beets on my barbecue. I don't preheat the barbecue unless I've got food on there that I need to scrub off. And I cook it on high. So now I'm just gonna pop these beets, there goes my knife, I'm gonna pop these beets on the barbecue. And they come in all different sizes. So when you know where your barbecue is, you're gonna put the big ones closer to the heating element, the hot spot, and the little ones a bit farther away. Woohoo! We got smoke. A bunch of these. I got these at the farmer's market last week. Beets last 3 to 4 days before you need to cook them. They dry out. They're not like a potato, which you can keep in your pantry for weeks or longer. Once you purchase a beet, you want to use them pretty quickly. Okay, here's your next step. Grab your trusty cell phone and set your timer for 20 minutes. In 20 minutes, I'm going to come back and flip over the beets. Now, I don't know how hot your barbecue gets, but mine is up to 600 degrees. I cook everything on high. So if you're cooking it on a barbecue and can get it up that hot, it's going to take about 40 minutes. To test a beet, just squeeze it with some barbecue tongs. It's still always going to be firm. What you don't want is you don't want it to start to caramelize because there's a lot of sugar in beets. So when I cook smaller beets, I cook them at a lower temperature and for not as much time. After about 40 minutes, you're going to turn off the barbecue, let those bad boys cool for 20 to 30 minutes, and then you just unwrap the foil and slide the skin right off. Pop them in a Tupperware. They're good for about a week in your fridge. Speaking from experience, you want to peel the beets while they are still warm. Once those bad boys cool down, you'll be eating beet skin. It's kind of like potato skin, kind of boring, doesn't really hurt you. Now, if you have to do this on in your oven, you want to make sure that you're putting your beets in a baking pan because they will leak this wonderful red beet sugar juice that frankly gets all over the place. And in the oven, you're going to want to cook them for about an hour. Everything else still goes. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for being a client of Kristen's. I know she's just absolutely wonderful, and I look forward to seeing you around. Thanks so much.